Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready to dive into something we all think about, something super relevant to, well, pretty much every aspect of our lives.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Relationships.
Exactly.
And not just the romantic kind, though those are important too, but all those connections, with friends, family, coworkers, even that barista who knows your coffee order by heart.
Absolutely. It's the fabric of our lives.
Right. And for this deep dive, we've got this list we're working from, super practical tips on building better relationships.
Love a good practical list. Gets you right to the good stuff.
Right. No fluff here, but we're going deeper than just like be a good listener.
Oh, absolutely. We're going way past the surface level here. We're diving into the hows and the whys, the subtle shifts that can make a real difference.
Okay, so first up, active listening. And I feel like I should be good at this by now, but honestly, I catch myself sometimes.
What's that?
Half listening, already forming my response in my head before the other person's even finished talking.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. It's so easy to slip into that, especially when we're busy or, our mind's racing with a million things.
A million and one things.
Yeah.
So how do we actually show we're listening? Like beyond just the whole nodding and smiling thing, which, let's be real, we've all perfected.
Right. It's got to be genuine. I think it's those little cues, those nonverbal ways of showing you're present, like mirroring their body language a bit, not in a creepy way, but just kind of naturally falling into saying
Right.
subtle but powerful, or a well-placed, tell me more, or even just a slightly raised eyebrow, like, I'm with you. Keep going. This is interesting.
It's
Yeah.
like you're saying, without words, hey, your words matter. I'm here for this.
Exactly. You're validating their experience, which is huge.
So important. And that actually leads us perfectly to the next tip. Open and honest communication. This one feels big, right? Like foundational.
It really is the cornerstone of any strong relationship. But it's not just about, word vomiting your every thought and feeling, though sometimes that has its place too.
Right. Sometimes you just got to vent.
Exactly. It's more about fostering an environment of mutual respect where vulnerability isn't this scary thing, but a strength.
Totally. Though easier said than done sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Like how do you approach those conversations that feel risky?
Oh, for sure. It takes practice. One thing I find helpful is using I statements. Instead of saying, you always do this or you never do that, which can instantly put someone on the defensive.
Instant argument, right?
Right. Try, I feel unheard when, or I feel hurt when. It shifts the focus to your own experience without blaming or accusing.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm writing that down. So much less combative, I guess.
Exactly. It opens up a dialogue instead of shutting it down.
Okay, next up, and this one always makes me smile. Appreciation.
Oh, love this one. It's so simple, yet so often overlooked.
It's true. And it really ties back to those first two tips, right? Like when we're actively listening and communicating openly.
We pick up on the little things, those things that make our people special, things we might otherwise miss.
Yes. And expressing that appreciation, even for something small, it can make someone's day. It's like this little burst of sunshine.
Totally. It strengthens the bond, reminds us why we value these relationships.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to one that can be a little, shall we say, delicate.
Ooh, getting real. Which one is this?
Respecting boundaries. And I think we've all been in situations where boundaries were crossed, and it's not a good feeling.
No, it's not. It's so important to honor our own needs and limitations, and just as importantly, to respect those of others, even when they're different from our own.
So true. Like, I'm a hugger, but not everyone is, and that's okay.
Exactly. Or maybe your friend thrives on spontaneity, but you need a little more notice to feel comfortable. It's about communicating those needs.
And it's okay to do that, right? It's not selfish or anything.
Not at all. It's about self-respect. And a true friend, a true loved one, will understand and respect that.
Absolutely. And last but not least, we have investing in meaningful interactions. And in our crazy busy world, with everyone constantly glued to their phones.
Right. Like, how often are you actually truly present with the people you care about?
A good question.
Mm.
And I'm guilty of it too, but I'm trying to be more mindful.
It's about quality over quantity. You could have a million superficial interactions, but one truly meaningful one where you're really present, really listening, that can nourish your soul in a way those others just can't touch.
That's beautifully said.
It's about being present in those everyday moments. Putting down your phone at dinner, having a real conversation, really looking at someone when they're talking to you.
It's like saying you matter more to me than whatever's happening on this screen.
Yes. A million times, yes. Those little acts of presence, they speak volumes.
They really do. Well, there you have it, folks.
Yeah.
5 tips for building those strong, fulfilling relationships we all crave.
So as you go about your day, think about these tips. Which one resonated with you the most? What's one small step you can take, even today, to put it into practice? It could be something as simple as, putting your phone away when you're having lunch with a friend or sending a quick text to someone you appreciate.
Love that challenge. It's the small steps that often lead to the biggest changes.
Absolutely.
Keep those wheels turning, everyone, and we'll catch you on our next deep dive.